He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is my review for Love and Hip Hop New York, Season 8, Episode 9. It is currently Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever, a person, celebrates, happy that to you. I had a good Christmas. Yep, hair is wet, curling and drying and curling. So yeah, it's a little bit of a different look today. And I'm bundled up in a sweater because it is very cold here in Michigan. And I want to feel warm or whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna have on a pajama shirt and just put on my sweater. We had a really bad snowstorm yesterday. Well, it started snowing Christmas Eve. And it snowed throughout the nights. We got like maybe 6 or 7 inches overnight. But, it is what it is. But again, I hope everyone had a great holiday. And they are continuing to be with family and celebrate and have a great day. And kisses and hugs and love to everyone. So, I was surprised Love and Hip Hop came on today because it's Christmas. But I guess Mona Scott Young, like, I ain't wasting no airtime. You know what I'm saying? Everybody off work. Everybody at home. Even all my ratchet friends. So, I'm going to still have the episode come on. And so it did. And the episode picks up where it left off from last week, of course. With, the whole fight or disagreement in James R's video release party. Him and Jockway going back and forth. And I just feel like it was two people who don't nobody really know arguing for no goddamn reason about a female who wasn't even there. GJ Self, I guess, realizes, what, this is a petty beef and that we need to get it, squashed or whatever. So I guess he decides he wants to be the goddamn oracle and just brings some peace to everybody. And he brings Jockway, he brings James R to have a conversation at the club or whatever. He like, look, this is the real petty beef. Basically it's over a female who, not even here basically. And, before anyone tries to physically do something to the other one, we just need to, have a conversation because it's not that serious. Jockway just kind of said, well, you know she was my girl, right? And James was like, I mean, yeah, but anyway, she was giving me some different energy and, I shot my shot. I went for it. I think he was honest. He was wrong, but he was honest. But I don't think she was really, was she really? I can't remember, and I don't even care really, because Charlotte's in there, no way. And then, Jockway just says, well, thank you for taking the baggage off me, you know what I'm saying? She your responsibility now, bro. You can pay for the dog, pay for the purses, get this and this, get this and that. And I'm like, well, damn. I just don't get when you break up with somebody and then they instantly call you something bad. Like, I mean, if you thought this of her, why was you with her? Y'all ain't been broke up for 2 days. I mean, given it was a fake relationship, it was what it was. But still, you already dog her as if she just was a piece of shit and you ain't care. So what you mad for, bruh? Just wondering. So then, they kind of squash their issues or whatever, and it's fine. So Jockway and Self leave, and James continues to try to party. But then guess who pops up? Little Mariah. MariahLynn come popping up solely to show him that she got new boobs. And, I mean, I guess all kids like to show off their new toys. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, she popped up as if she was popping. And I'm like, girl, because you got new brands, you ain't that special. I mean, new titties we see every day. And she just walked in and she kind of, opened up her little shirt to show her boobs off. He like, oh, okay, well, those are new. How you doing? He looked at him or whatever. And then she's like, yeah, where's your little fire crotch chick? I'm like, why she gotta be fire crotch? That was Lindsay Lohan. And he like, well, she ain't, I don't know, she ain't here. And she gonna tell you, but you left something loyal. Girl, bye. You wasn't loyal, he wasn't loyal. It was a whole fakeness of the situationship. And who cares? Move on. And then he said, you know what, okay, well, how can I make it up to you? And she's like, well, he wanna make it up to me and get on my good side. No, boo-boo, you came to his party. No matter what. He didn't invite you. You know what I'm saying? You came because you wanted to come. You wanted him to see you. So my thing is, when you are over a situation, you don't go back to the situation trying to make it a situation. You be like, you know what? I'm not going to this party. I don't care about this party. But you went back to his party because you care. But she like, you know, whatever. I ain't here for you. And she leaves. Before she leaves, she has a whole little, you know, petty moment. He had a block of ice with his name on it, and she knocked the ice over. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm cold, so I'm gonna leave you frozen. I guess she thought she was frozen from goddamn Incredibles. But girl, you knocking over that ice really made you look stupid. It didn't make him look dumb. I think people fail to realize when you act a fool in public, you also embarrass yourself. So for you to come to the party dressed like a thot, okay, and you don't stay but a minute, and he was paying attention to her, but not really. He was more surprised she came, and then you go knock something over. They like, what the hell is her problem? We can't invite her no more, so it made you look dumb, but you know, it is what it is. Rich, Anais, Navarro, and Ashley. Now, I'm still confused as to why Rich set up a meeting with them for it, because I was under the impression that Navarro was Anais's manager. Rich is just fucking her. So, what is you setting the meeting up for? I mean, couldn't Anais do that her damn self? I'm confused, but I guess, you know, it is what it is. You know, Navarro brings up how he don't have nothing to do with Anais' personal life. If her and Rich want to hook up, they ain't nothing to do with him. He just managed her business-wise. I think that's smart. Don't even get involved because it's a fake storyline anyway. But then Ashley walks in. You know, and she, you know, greets Rich, and she bypasses Navarro, and she greets Anais, and she clearly has an attitude. And then, you know, but Ashley, in her confessionals, she talks as if she's reading directly from a script, like she has a teleprompter. Like, it don't seem natural. And then she keep talking, because what I'm saying, you know, I'm all the time trying to work with, it's like it's hand movements, and she's consistently looking at the camera, and it's as if her eyes are reading something the whole time. I'm looking like she don't know how to freestyle it and act like she not, you know, doing nothing or whatever. Girl, you got to get some lessons in doing that, because it just looks, that part looks scripted, like she was reading off a damn script. In her confession. But anyway, she come in and she kind of snap at Rich, and she's basically upset because she know that Rich and Anais is messing around with each other, and you know, when she married, and you could deal with somebody who's not married, all up in their Kool-Aid, don't know their flavor. You know, is it right for him to be sleeping with a married woman? Not at all. But sometimes you have to leave people to their own fuck ups and let them deal. Like, don't even include yourself in it or whatever. And I guess she don't get that. But so she was kind of going off, was like, yeah, because she's married and Rich is forever single, meaning he never keeps a girlfriend. Like, he is forever single eventually. So why mess with a married woman if you not gonna be trying to marry nobody? And my thing is, for Anais, she's a grown adult woman. You coming at Rich as if he's married, but Anais is married. Why did you go at her like that? I just don't get why she went at Rich as if he was the only guilty party in the situation. They both guilty. But it is what it is. So Rich get mad, like, you know what I'm saying? I just set this meeting up for y'all. Again, I don't know why he was there, but it is what it is. So he gets up and he leaves. Like, I'm gonna let y'all handle this. Then Ashley accused Navarro of cheating. And it was just a whole stupid, you know, mess or whatever. He was saying that he isn't cheating, but she's saying, yeah, he been deleting text messages from some girl. I honestly don't care. You know, she get up to leave, and she basically tossed a whole 2 cups of water on him. And he did look surprised. Like, I don't think he was really waiting for that to happen or thought that was going to happen. I think that kind of pissed him off. And then we see Ashley at the house in the next scene, and she packing him a fake bag. She packing him a fake bag. She's packing some fake documents to put in a fake-ass briefcase. Because my thing is, nobody just have a couple of papers sitting on a dining room table that you just kind of stuff into a briefcase. Ashley is a bad actress. She don't know how to play this love and hip-hop game at all. So he come in and he's saying how he's been planning something special for her because she's been so stressed out lately, and he has been playing like a spa day with her, but he's been deleting the message to whoever so that she won't know about the surprise. But she, like, if you delete messages, you talk to some bitch, then you know you cheating, there's something that's going on, and you doing something wrong. I feel 2 ways about this. One, you have a right to be pissed off if you think your man cheating, absolutely. But if you asking him what's going on, and he say, I'm planning a surprise I didn't want you to know, hear him out. It don't mean he lying. I think if he say that, okay, well let me see. where is it? Call the girl right now and give me my spa day. But to just be like, whatever, you cheating on me, it kind of shows that you don't trust him in the first place. My thing is, sometimes we as women have to trust that they can be planning something special that they just don't want us to know. And we can be like, man, he cheating. And it might not even be that case. Now, he could be cheating because I thought he was cheating with her sister anyway. I don't know. But the man said he planning the goddamn spa day. I'd be like, where my spa day? But, you know, then she like, well, this how you gonna treat the mother of your unborn child? Now you pregnant. I said she was pregnant last week with the last episode too, but I just don't care about this whole Ashley Navarro situation because she's a bad actress and I don't like how she act on here. And I'm like, you know, it is what it is. He's surprised that she's pregnant, and if he knew she was pregnant, he would not have been arguing with her. But he ended up leaving anyway. Again, I don't even really care about them. It just kind of irks my nerve. We see Self meeting with Rich and Peter Gunz to basically get advice on the beef with, you know, MariahLynn and Dream Doll, which I find hilarious because Rich and Peter can't settle disputes with the women in their own goddamn own lives. Why would you go to them for advice? I mean, of all people, you're going to go to Peter and Rich? I mean, Peter was just on goddamn marriage boot camp and couldn't get that shit together at all. But, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, he basically just brings up how he feels like MariahLynn should be going harder. He thought MariahLynn would be the next up. Why did you think that? Nobody else did. But how Dream Doll is kind of surpassing her and being more popular. He actually said one of her songs is like in top 10 on iTunes or whatever. I don't know who Dream Doll is. I have not heard her song. I take that back. I think I saw a clip on like Baller Alert on Instagram, and when I heard it, I wanted to pull my eyes out and pull my hair out and plug my ears because it was horrible. I mean, it was a weird Nicki Minaj slowed down verse baby doll talk. I was not here for it at all. But anyway, he just wants Mariah to do better because he feels like she's not hustling hard enough. And, you know, the guy's like, well, you know, if you talk to her about it, she gonna think that you ain't doing enough for her. But I ain't care. They didn't help nothing. He just said what his issues were, and it was what it was. Most of the stuff I didn't care about, so that's why I'm kind of going through it like it ain't nothing. Jonathan and Trent. Now, while I think Jonathan is a piece of shit, because I don't like his aura. It's something about him I just find fake and fugazi, and I don't think I like him. I mean, sometimes he's entertaining, but he ain't my cup of tea. And he gets on my nerve a little bit because he just seems extra. Yeah, you know, it's just too much for me. Anyway, him and Trent meet up, you know, finally after the whole catfish situation and him ducking them and all this other stuff. And to me, it was a whole mess. To me, Trent gave zero fucks about Jonathan, what he had to say, and what he was there for. You know, he basically was saying that Jonathan wanted a real full-fledged relationship, and he wasn't ready for that, and he wasn't trying to do that. And so he was out here just basically thotting and bopping, out here sharing his little penis with whoever. Jonathan is pissed. Like, he's really upset. Like, his eyes are bugged out. He's pissed the whole time. And he's basically accusing Trent of being addicted to sex. Like, you be up all night on Grindr, you know, being with whatever deplorable person from... I'm like, how do you know who he with? If you catfished him with one... Unless you catfished him with 15 different catfish people and he's sending them all dick pics, you can't say that man always on Grindr. You can't. You can't. I mean, you was one person. You was Raul. Okay, that was one person. But you know, it is what it is. Trent said, "Ooh, Trent can be." Trent said, "You just mad because I'm getting my dick sucked and it's not by you." I said, "Trent, that's." I was like, "Oh my God, you really?" I said, "Now that's a read. Like, you mad because my dick ain't in your mouth. That's a lot to say to a person." And Jonathan got "Don't you say that? Don't you be disrespectful? I will wear you out like a pair of denim jeans." I'm like, not khakis. Anywho, you know, I just, when he said it caught me off guard because he said it, and then Jonathan was like, "What?" And he said, "You just mad because I'm getting my dick sucked and it's not by you." I said, "They gonna say it again? Okay, if he say so." You know, he then says how, you know, I'm not gonna be the ghetto loud Dominican. I'm not gonna get, out of pocket in here or whatever. But you know what you did was wrong. But then he gets pissed off when Trent said, I did my homework too. And he pulled out his back pocket a piece of paper and he pulled out Jonathan's marriage licenses. So Jonathan has been married twice. He got married the first time, had a note, and he was married the second time, and he's still legally married, at least when this show was being shot. And Jonathan got upset as if he pulled out his IRS debt to the IRS today. And I'm like, where you get that from? Where did you... He acted like a marriage license is hard to get a copy of in America. Them things is public record, bro. What you acting all dumb for? And he pissed and hopping all around and trying to attack Trent. And he trying to throw a chair. He just, where you get that from? Don't you be talking about... He just all up in arms. And Trent like, you talking about me, but you married up in these streets. I'm looking like, well, that is true. You can't be wanting to have a relationship with me if you're a married person. Like, you could at least told me you were married. And my guess is that he did not do that. So Jonathan says that he got married the first time, got in a note. The second time, he married his best friend. They didn't work out. Now the best friend lives in LA and he lives in New York. And he's like, oh, it's hard to get a divorce when you live across the country. Bitch, no, it's not. It might be hard to get a divorce if y'all live in two different countries. Like if he's in a different country, that can be difficult. It's nothing if the person lives across state to state. Someone files for divorce and you proceed as necessary. He acted like, I was like, did he know how many couples get divorced and they one person move out of state and they good and they let the lawyers handle it? I don't know what. Okay. Trent is like, you addicted to getting married. You married those other two guys trying to create a boy band of ex-husbands. I said what? Because again, Jonathan wants to marry Trent. So Trent like, you can't even marry me because legally you still married. So is it gonna be a brothel? Not a brothel. Polygamy. A polygamous camp. He gonna have goddamn sister husbands. It was what it was. And, Jonathan, it's complicated. No, it ain't. It's simple. If you separate it, get a divorce. Okay? Done and over with. John R and Sophia meet up. And he's basically asking her why she didn't come to the party. And she says how, she's like it wasn't necessary for her to come because he would have other females there. And she talked as if she was jealous that she wasn't going to be the only person. And he said like, well, I was going to have a whole thing for you to put you up like a queen, but you ain't come. And you didn't let me spoil you and let you enjoy you love. And she's like, well, it's not love. And he said, well, yeah, because you didn't let me show you or whatever. She then goes into how she should have never kissed him. She regrets kissing him. How she still has feelings for Jockway. And that she did not mean to lead James R on. And I'm confused because you went to that man's house. You went to that man's house after you accepted the dog from him. And then when he said you could stay here, you stayed overnight at that man's house. And my thing is, you don't stay at no man's house who you don't intend to be with when you know they like you. Unless you want to come up and you wanted him to pay for that damn dog because the expenses for the dog was expensive. And so she played him. It was what it was. I just wasn't here for it. Sophia can go ahead on somewhere. I don't know why she think that Jockway still care for her. Because she's thinking, I didn't want to be at a party with, the man I was in love with, and I'm there with the man who gave me a dog that made us break up, and da-da-da. He like, well, Jockway was there, and we talked, and, he don't have good things to say about you. He basically said that you was baggage, and he happy that I took it off his hands. And then she upset because he didn't defend her. Well, what kind of man don't defend me? Bitch, you don't even like him. You don't even want to be with him. Girl, sit your dumb ass down somewhere and this hush. You know what I'm saying? And, she walk away mad because anybody who don't take up for me, I would just think you would have my back. And he like, I did speak up for you. But my thing is, it doesn't matter because you don't even like him at all. So, she get up to walk away. And when she got up, it looked like he tossed some water. I don't know if he tossed it on her or if he just knocked out the way. He tossed it, and then she turned around, and then she tossed her water back. But I'm like, it was weird that she even got up to hold the cup. Girl and boy, bye. We don't care about either one of y'all. We then see a short scene where MariahLynn is talking with Self, and she's basically telling him that she feels like he isn't doing enough for her. That she wants, more support from Gwennon. I hate the name Gwennon, but it is what it is. He like, look, my business is basically about making money. And she's like, I know he's not saying that I don't make no money for the company. I've been loyal. And, not only do I bring back to the table, I am the table. A broken picnic table? Girl, look, I don't know. I really don't know what MariahLynn does. I don't know what kind of money she brings in. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. But I feel like you could be loyal to a company and not make them any money. You know what I'm saying? I'm loyal to Gucci, but I ain't buying no Gucci bags. But I ain't really loyal to Gucci. I'm just saying, you can't. She acting like she is the sole breadwinner for the company. And, I mean, I guess you can because he ain't got no other artists. But if you don't have any other... Well, he didn't have any other artists. If you don't have any other artists, but you ain't bringing in no money, you being loyal don't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Girl, you void yourself out by not bringing in any revenue. You know, he just tells her that she needs to hustle harder and that her main problem is herself. She kind of steps in her own way because she's always beefing with somebody. And then, you know, she brings out, well, you know, you took somebody else to the BET Awards. You know, what was my BET Awards invite? He was like, I don't run BET. I don't own BET. And she's like, yeah, but you had her, you know, in the front row with you. And then he said, Dream said she wanted to walk the red carpet at the BET Awards. And then she said that she would fly herself out there if she can come with me. And he was like, because she got her own way out there. And truthfully, that's what a hustler does. If you want to be seen in these streets, you take yourself to where you can be seen. And she did that, so she was smart. And then she was photoed with self front row to BET Awards. You know, and then she said, well, I could have thrown myself out there. He like, yeah, you could have, should have, would have, but you didn't do it. So, you know, see, like, at the end of the day, you need to hustle harder for yourself to put yourself in a better position. And he then said, you know what I'm saying, if she wanted to go, so, no, he said, you know, if she would focus more on her work, she would be in a better position instead of flying to Miami and getting new tits. I said, you know what? That is true. Because, I mean, this is true. We see a scene with Juju, Remy, and Yandy, which I'm not surprised about. We all know that, you know, Cameron and Juju broke up. So, you know, Remy and Yandy popped up. Not really, because they was all doing the scene together on Juju. They haven't talked to her in a couple of months or whatnot. And then when they go to her house, she's like, yeah, I've been kind of standing myself. You know, me and Cam broke up after, over 10 years. We're not getting married anymore. And they're like, what? Now, I don't know. I'm going to say when they reacted, it was heartfelt. Like, it seemed natural. It didn't seem like the whole fake or whatever. I felt like they didn't know, really, or whatever. So, you know, it was what it was. You know, she revealed how they broke up months ago, how it was a mutual breakup, but how she's still been, you know, dealing with the feelings and whatnot. Now, we all saw Cam on the Breakfast Club interview when he said they had broke up months ago. He said it was mutual. He also said the reason they broke up because it wasn't fun anymore, for him at least. She said she's hurt, of course, even though she's like, you know, I'm a big girl. I'll get over it, but you know, this right now it hurts. And she said the reason she didn't tell Remy or Yandy was because they you know, dealing with their own stuff. You know, Remy trying to get pregnant. You know, Yandy dealing with my nieces in jail, and she's like, I just didn't feel like, you know, unload my burdens on y'all. So I just been dealing with it on my own. And, I mean, girl, you'll be fine. She just graduated college with a master's in something. I can't think of what it was. She just got another degree from college. And she seems like she has, you know, the know-how to make sure she's on a great path. So, you know, she's strong. She's good. It'll be what it's going to be. We then see Self talking to Dream. And this where I was like, now this is some petty ass shit right here. You know, he wants Dream to talk to Mariah. Why does he want her to talk to Mariah? He wants her to talk to Mariah to help her feel better about where she is within the Gwen team. And, you know, make her feel better because she feels stagnant. And this is my thing. You should never let the newbie talk to the old head. Simply, especially when the newbie and the old head don't really, you know what I'm saying, see eye to eye. It's going to be beef because, and they two young chicks. So, Dream gonna probably go into with attitude, and Mariah gonna have an attitude. So it's not even gonna be positive. But you know, we'll see what it's gonna be. And I feel like that was shade at its finest because if of all the people you can have talk to her, you choose Dream. Self talk about how he don't want drama, but that's creating drama right there. And I know he wanted to have her talk to her as a Gwen sister, but they not on the same team yet. They might be both signed to you, they're not on the same team in their minds, and you should know that. And that should be the thing that you're trying to get them to realize. But nope, self to self, you know. But Dream says, okay, I'll talk to her, even though when I was going through my stress and my stuff about my album, she didn't do that for me. But you know what I'm saying? I'll do it for the team. I think that's true. You know, the fact that MariahLynn is nervous about her position, I'm pretty sure Dream was nervous when she came in. So I get her saying, you asking me to do something for her that no one did for me. But, you know, I get, you know, it is what it is. Whatever. We see Trent come back to Jonathan, to his house, knock on the door. Jonathan, knock, 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 knock. I'm like, first of all, boy, you better call first. And, you know, Jonathan come out, and he like, Trent, my neighbors are sleeping. Shut up, no they're not, because you yelling too. So he comes to the window with like a little coffee, like a cup of tea. I'll be down in a minute. So he come downstairs, and he's still holding the goddamn tea. I'm like, when you walk back in your house, you didn't walk back to the table and put the tea down. Like, you literally walked downstairs holding a cup of tea. Boy, back. You know what I'm saying? He come out, and Trent got a whole flower, a little rose that we look like, well, that it seems like he must have picked from the goddamn rose bush in front of Jonathan's stoop or whatnot. So they talking or whatever. You know, Trent saying, you should have told me that you was married. Jonathan saying, you know what I'm saying, my marriage didn't matter. I don't see why they talking, because after the situation, y'all done. Like, you think he a slut, he think you a marriage whore. Who cares? You want a relationship, he want you just have sex. It is what it is. And, you know, Trent says, look, I didn't even know we was exclusive. I didn't know we were exclusive. And Jonathan was like, well, I thought you knew we was being exclusive. So Trent felt like he wasn't doing anything wrong because he didn't consider them being an exclusive couple. They were like dating, but they can also date other people. That ain't how Jonathan saw it. So Jonathan basically calls him a whore for sleeping with whoever, and says that they, you know, aren't gonna be together or whatever. And Trent like, look, you either gonna accept me as the whore I am, and if not, I'm out of here. And they go to separate ways. I really didn't care. There was not a real ass couple anyway. And the last scene, of course, is Mariah and Dream. First of all, Mariah and Dream met up at a park. They met up in an open park, and they were in fighting clothes, and they both had their hair in buns. Come on now. That was just a fight waiting to happen. You know, they bickering back and forth, basically. Mariah brings up how Dream said that she was going to fight if it came down between, like, her, Brianna, and Bree, and all them get into whatever. And what I did like that Dream doll said, she said, no, what I said was, if y'all jump Bree, I'm jumping in it. I agree with that. If y'all jump my girl, I gotta whoop your ass. That's just what it's gonna be. It don't matter that we're on the same label. If you jump my friends, I'm on that ass. I get it. You know what I'm saying? If Bree and Bianca fight one-on-one, I don't think, well, I would hope her ass wouldn't jump in. I keep hearing about her being on Bad Girls Club, but again, I don't watch Bad Girls Club. So from there, she's like, well, look, Self asked me to talk to you because your career is flopping. I was just like that. I mean, that's what you gonna say? And I was just like, oh, okay, like your career's gonna flop. I'm like, okay, that's what it was, you know. And then Mariah I'm the reason you even here. You know, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even talking and stuff. I'm the one that hooked you up or whatever. Really, girl, bye. Dream like, well, I left my old job, came to your new job, took your new job, and now, bitch, I'm on top. I'm looking like, well, okay, she getting back with you, Mariah. What else you gotta say, Mariah? You know, Mariah said, you know, you can't even afford, no, then Dream says that Mariah can't even afford to pay Self his 15%, well, 20% manager's fee because she told her because you don't get booked, you get overlooked. I'm looking like, she is really, like, she was just waiting to say something to this girl. And then Mariah said, you know, well, the dicks you taking, you're going to be overbooked. That's a lazy read to say that she don't be having sex with men, but it is what it is. And then Dream says, your mama, and I guess that your mama was one thing too far. I mean, she then became a goddamn gymnastics person and jumped on top of the picnic table, ran across the picnic table, and lunged through the air and tried to get Dream. She tried to like karate chop her, but it didn't work because security saw it happening. So security kind of swooped in and grabbed Dream. So Mariah ended up just like kicking security in their back and like hanging on his back. It was real stupid. It was really crazy. And what was funny to me was when they was getting Mariah off the security's back, and that same security was carrying Dream away, and Dream was like, aha, you mad? it just looked funny seeing her being carried away, laughing at Mariah, and Mariah was very, very upset. And again, Mariah seems upset because she don't feel supported. But I feel like she act stupid and she act out. She's always fighting. MariahLynn is just as bad as Bianca. They both always fight. It is what it is. So, Mariah is saying, whatever, bitch. I started you, I can end you. I'm the reason you here. I'm going to do a feature with Remy Ma. I'm going to take Safari from you. Now she name dropping. Girl, we don't believe you at all. And, she's just talking, basically. And I was over at that point. I mean, she did say, that's why you got kicked in your stomach. Mariah stayed saying she kicked and hit someone when she didn't. No, honey, you kicked security. You didn't kick her. Like, security was like a brick wall, and you hit a brick wall. Okay? And that's it. And that's how the episode went off, with them being separated and the fight being over. But I'm not surprised they fought, because they came to an open park dressed to fight. They came extra comfy. They both had their hair in a ponytail, in a bun. Those fighting clothes, them fighting hairstyles. It is what it is. So, that's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will talk to you guys probably Wednesday when Black Ink Group comes out. I might watch Bright tomorrow and review it. I don't know yet. Because somebody asked me to watch it and review it, so we shall see. But I am Jay Lee. This is Jay's Corner. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Peace.